Today we have a tablet that's larger, with better specs, and it is cheaper than the last one we've been checking out. What? Yeah, for real. It has Helio G99 CPU, 12 gigs of RAM, and 12-inch IPS LCD, and I was quite surprised by the performance it offers. It runs majority of GameCube games absolutely fine, at playable frame rates, plenty of PS2 titles run great too, even upscaled, hardest to emulate PSP games at 3x resolution no issues, and PS Vita games, those are also more than enjoyable. There is a lot to go through, so let's get cracking. This, my friends, is brand new BlackView Tab 18 that was released recently. In the box you're gonna get screen protector, case and 33W fast charger. The less you pay, the more they're gonna include. Nice one. There are also headphones, but they might be good for DunkPod's review, not really for using. Sides are made out of aluminum and the rear side is plastic. Whole device is very thin as my Galaxy S23. From the bottom there is USB-C as well as 2 speakers. Another 2 speakers are from the top, so 4 speakers altogether, fine-tuned by Harman, you know, the company behind JBL, so the sound quality is on par with what my ears demand or expect. Nothing from the left side. From the right side is power, volume and shared slot for microSD and SIM card. Let's move to the 12-inch IPS LCD screen with resolution 2000 by 1200 and 5:3 ratio, so something in between 4:3 and 16:9. It is the main attraction of the device. It looks really good. I like the image quality straight from the first sight. There is a lot of brightness, blue light filter, plus Vidivine L1 support, so it can stream content up to 1080p from Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. But what would be a good screen without the solid specs to back it up? And this one surely packs a punch or two. There is an octa-core MediaTek Helio G99 6nm CPU, Mali G57 GPU and 12 gigs of RAM. It is the same chipset they have used in KT-R1 handheld, but you cannot buy it, it is out of stock everywhere. I was trying to get it, but unsuccessfully. I made for you a quick GeekBench 6 comparison to T618 CPU that is currently in all the retro handhelds like Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, etc. And the score was quite a bit higher. As you can see, single core as well as multi-core score and GPU score also like twice as much. Still hard to compare it to something like the newest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which has insane score. It is running Android 13 with DocOS skin on top of it. There is not much bloatware installed, some basic apps. You need to install everything else manually, all the emulators, and clearly ROMs are not included either. I provided my own SD card with all the ROMs, and now let's check some emulators, shall we? We wanna see how the great score translates into the real-life performance. First, let's test GameCube. I've installed Dolphin MMJR2 as well as normal Dolphin. Performance is usually better with Vulkan backend, but it depends on every game. In the settings, I found performance mode. I switched it on cause clearly we wanna have the best performance. It increases CPU and GPU frequencies, not sure by how much, but it drains also more power. There is 8800 mAh battery inside, so I'm not too bothered about it. Resident Evil 4 at 1.5x resolution, running great, as well as Battalion Wars, Red Faction, Burnout 2, Twilight Princess, Super Mario Sunshine, and Metroid Prime. There were some dips, so you might want to go down to 1x resolution, or you can try to change OpenGL backend, or even try with regular Dolphin, cause you never know. This chip is strong, but like always, you're not gonna be able to run every single GameCube game full speed, even at 1x resolution. Just keep that in mind. For example, Metroid Prime 2 or Automodelista were running quite slow. Also, huge thanks to the company for providing this product for an honest review. It's greatly appreciated. With this chip, many more PS2 games are now playable via Nether SX2, even upscaled. Something like Blood Will Tell, Chaos Legion, or Crimson C2, they all are running great. I just had to find the sweet middle ground. I've played with OpenGL and Vulkan, and mostly what helped were the underclocking settings. Cycle skip and cycle rate. I've just toggled those, cause sometimes the frame rate was good, but the system was underclocking and the result was not good. You can see the frame rate and upscaling in the right corner. Some games were running fine even at 1.5x resolution, some even at 1.75. Also, just want to take the moment to appreciate how great it is that in EtherSX2 you can change all the settings at the whim. You don't need to back out and exit out of game like in Dolphin. That makes my life so much easier. I was trying to play Black, the great first-person shooter made by Criterion, but I couldn't make it run properly. It was running fine, but then there was an area where it slowed down. If you are into racing games like myself, Need for Speed Underground and Outrun 2006 were playable even at 1.5x resolution. Red Dead Revolver was running even at 2x native PS2 resolution. There were some dips, so you might not want to push it as much. Overall, PS2 was quite fun. I just wish they put this chip into some handheld that I can actually buy. Also guys, if you're enjoying these videos, like and subscribe, cause you can rest assured I never forget to include proper PS Vita showcase. And it is no different in this case. We are using Vita 3K Release 8. Uncharted Golden Abyss is running great. It was all set at default settings. I didn't have any issues with accuracy mode this time. It was set to high and no glitches. So I think it mostly depends from the device itself. It was a bit slower when in full action, otherwise not bad. Drive Girls running full speed. Always like to play this game, even though it is a bit repetitive, but it is so much fun. Same as Asphalt Injection. When I start I just can't put it down. Always loved Asphalt series. Freedom Wars. Looks and runs great. Some dips when I was finishing the monster, but still fun as hell. Muramasa Rebirth, Dragon's Crown, Shantae, all running full speed. Also the colors on this display really pop out. Even though it's not OLED, they are still hell of a nice. Street Fighter X Tekken, playable, with some graphical glitches in the menu, but game was without glitches. Wipeout 2048 with some slowdowns. PSP Emulation via PPSSPP, another solid experience. Even the hardest to emulate games were running at 3x resolution like a breeze. I've tried them even at 4x, which is 1080p, and just then I've started to notice some slowdowns. Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus, Midnight Club LA Remix, all were running spot on. This device is really full of surprises, so let's move on to native Android games. GTA 3 and Vice City at highest resolution, no problem. Hollow Knight was running natively at 2000 by 1200. The colors looked also amazing. I think you can even tell from the gameplay footage. Call of Duty Mobile at medium settings running solid. I was even able to control it with Xbox controller. If you would want to play something without the controller support, you can. I wanted to finally install Genshin Impact, but it was like 20 gigabytes, so I was satisfied even with the Dead Space Mobile. Native Android gaming, very fun. I've tried 3DS emulation too via Citra, but I think I was doing something wrong, cause even when I tried AVGN it was running very slow, but I remember that one was playable even at the weaker T618 chip. Not sure why, there wasn't much to change in settings. Maybe I needed different Citra version or something similar. I believe you might be able to emulate even some Switch games with this chip. I'm a bit cautious with this emulation though, so I'm not including any actual gameplay footage, but I'm sure if you put it into search bar something will pop up. I finished the recording, then I realized I haven't included any Wii emulation, even though I tried Mario Kart Wii and New Super Mario Bros., which were playable. but something more demanding like Super Mario Galaxy was not playable. Now let's wrap it up. My final thoughts, what I like, what I don't like. I like a lot, so we should rather start with what I don't like. I don't like nothing actually. There are maybe some minor nitpicks like there is no headphone jack. Most people don't care, I can still appreciate it. Then I cannot think of anything else. Even price is highly competitive. With a sale price of only $170, it looks like a great deal. And it just doesn't look like that. It actually is a good deal. And I'm not saying it only cause I have affiliate links with them. In fact, I don't even have them. I don't even have AliExpress affiliate under my videos, cause they used to be real bad with commissions. Plus you had to pay a really ridiculous one-off fee if you wanted to withdraw your money. I think it is a bit better now, but still miles away compared to Amazon or eBay affiliate. But the items in there are obviously more expensive. Either way, I like this product. I'm gonna be definitely using it for some more cause I gifted the last one to my father. He's enjoying it a lot. Price to performance to enjoyability ratio is great. I was really pleasantly surprised. Check it out down below. The sale price is from 11th to 17th of November. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, join if you enjoyed. Thanks to members and Patreons for support. Peace out.
Say that your last